Hi, my name is Irdawati Farani. I will explain about the introduction of modern batik chanting. Batik is an art that will be painted on empty cloth by using wax and dye. The method of Malaysian batik is also quite different with Indonesian Javanese batik. Nowadays, this unique art is facing a great challenge to sustain among Malaysia. The issues are most batik designers are older people and lack of interest among the younger generation to learn batik. All traditional craft depends on the younger generation to continue and preserve the cultural and heritage value. One of the reasons why the younger generation have lack of interest toward batik is because one of the process in the making of batik called chanting needs a specified skill and tools. Segment of modern batik chanting. The batik artisan is facing several challenges on the batik processes, such as chanting is difficult to control the flow of the wax. The wax is easily to get cold, and only limited volume can be stored in the small pot and require highly skilled manpower. In order to solve this problem, this project have come up with a solution that combines three processes, which is heating the wax, filling the wax into chanting, applying the wax onto fabric during chanting processes into one tool, which is called modern batik chanting. The main objective of this project is to propose a chanting tool that able to maintain the temperature of the wax. Following are the sub-objectives that are required to fulfill the main objective. 1. Identify the existing properties of traditional chanting and wax. 2. Investigate the proposed material property. 3. Investigate the suitable temperature of chanting.
My name is Muhammad Amira Ashraf. I will explain the scope of this project. The main goal for this project is to improve the traditional batik industry. The lack of interest in the traditional batik industry caused the industry to be forgotten with time. With the help of one of the batik maker in Balok, Pahang, we have identified a couple of improvements that can be made. The first improvement is the joining of two processes into one to shorten the time of batik making process. Second is the use of electrical energy to melt the wax, and lastly, material that can conduct heat better for the pot to contain the melted wax. However, there is a limitation on this in this design. And the first limitation is the product entirely depend on electricity, thus increasing the cost of electricity. I will explain the flowchart. Based on the flowchart, we start the project by identifying the problem. From the problem, we generate a general idea and apply the idea to the product design. Then we construct a questionnaire in order to know if our idea is relevant or not. The questionnaire is distributed to the staff in Village Batik and to the staff and student of UTM. After that, we survey the result and proceed with processing the data. Then we apply the data to our design. After the design is completed, we proceed with making the prototype. From the prototype, we will get a result and analysis. The prototype is run through simulation tests, and if there is any problem, we go back to product design to figure out a solution. After there is no problem, we proceed with conclusion and recommend. I will explain the data from the interview that is done on Batik Village in Balok, Pahang, and the questionnaire that is distributed. On the left we can see a pie chart. This pie chart represents the demography of our respondent. From this, we can conclude that the majority of our respondent is 31 to 40 years old, female, a full-time employee, and has an education level at SPM level. On the right, we can see a bar graph. The first graph represents the problems that occurred during the batik chanting process. The problem is unable to achieve production target, product quality issues, high operational costs, and difficult handling. And as we can see, our respondent has agreed that this is the problem that they are facing. The second graph is the root cause for the problem. The cause is two separate process, highly skilled operators required, and as we can see, Our respondent has agreed that this is the cause that has been causing the problem that they are facing. The last graph is the solution to improve the batik canting process that we have come up with. Okay, one of the solution is control the flow of the wax and control temperature. Use solid wax shapes like a pen and eliminate process of the wax melting. Most of our respondent has agreed to the solution that we have come up except for one, which is eliminating the process of the wax melting. I will explain material analysis. For this project, we have considered 4 materials, which is copper, zinc, brass and bronze. This material is further classified through a certain properties, which is density, price, specific heat capacity, melting point, thermal conductivity, matte service temperature, machinability and hotness. The highest score is 65.1, which is copper, followed by brass, bronze and zinc. We have choose to eliminate bronze and zinc. In comparison between brass and copper, in terms of our objective, this project select brass material than copper. The reason is because brass is more cheaper than copper, brass is more lightweight than copper, brass has the lowest specific heat capacity, brass exhibits a considerable level of thermal conductivity. Brass also has the lowest specific heat capacity.
Lathe machine has been used to reshape the solid state become the dimension required, which is called by facing process. To make the joint at the pot part, brazing process is the most suitable for brass material. For the pipe spot, using facing process from the solid state, drilling process will be the next of process. Drilling process is needed to make a hole with a different size of bit, which is small size, medium size and large size. Brazing will be the last process to join the pipe spot and pot wax body. For soldering, this project just buy from the shop, but this project modify the soldering to match with the pot size design that have size S and L. Wax spot can change accordingly. This project using electric with 13 amperes plug, 220 volt and 13 watt to keep canting warm for continuous drawing to avoid from cold or stuck wax in the time. The weight of this project is 63.69 gram using SolidWorks simulation. This project run the simulation of the cut plot or internal heat distribution to see the temperature at the selected part. The important part is wax spot, canting tip and handle. The wax melted at the 72 degrees Celsius from the solid state. This project show that the internal wax spot, the temperature is 72 degrees Celsius. It means that the wax can melt in this project. See at the canting tip part, the temperature is 66.64 degrees Celsius. That is the proof wax is still in the liquid state. The result of this project is come out with the temperature distribution by using SolidWorks. This project carries out with the comparison of the modern canting batik and traditional canting. The temperature at the surface of this project have slightly different because using different material. The maximum temperature at the modern canting batik is 51.46 degrees Celsius, but temperature at the traditional canting is 72.3 degrees Celsius. Material of modern canting batik using brass but traditional canting using copper. The comparison material properties of melting point and the thermal distribution copper has high compared to brass. The temperature at the handle for material of modern canting batik is 22.85 degrees Celsius using ABS plastic material, and the temperature traditional canting is 32.02 degrees Celsius using wood. It means that ABS plastic has good insulator and more safe when using compared to traditional canting. This is the external distribution of traditional canting using copper and wood. For both projects, the volume for the pot wax is same because to avoid burden of the weight for user. Modern canting batik can fill full volume of wax because the wax cannot cool in the time. So the work time for canting is continuously and the time to produce batik is less. When this project compare with the traditional canting can feel little bit wax only. If it's feel full during the canting, the wax will cold in the time because they don't have heating anymore compared to modern canting batik. Thank you.
Product costing. Product costing is referring to the cost happen by a business from manufacturing product or providing a service. In manufacturing, product costing can include variable costs and fixed costs to get a selling price of the product. This is a table of variable costs. Variable costs are not constant costs that depends in the levels of output of a product. For this product, the total variable cost is 129 ringgit and 50 cent. Okay, this is a fixed cost table. Fixed costs are costs that do not change when a quantity output change. For this product, the total fixed cost is 53,650 ringgit. Okay, let's see how to calculate selling price. First of all, this project assumes 500 units per month. So, before calculate the selling price, need to calculate the manufacturing cost per unit. To get manufacturing cost per unit, the total variable cost plus the total fixed cost and divide by assumption unit. Then calculate profit margin with formula cost per unit times percentage of margin. Lastly, add cost per unit and profit margin to get selling price. So the selling price for this product is 139 ringgit and 88 cents. Advantages. First, long-lasting tools. This is because the handle is made from plastic. Second, this project make a product that is user-friendly than the traditional canting. Third, modern batik canting have a better performance. These tools are made from electrical soldering. And last, can change the pipe spot ice. So, you no need to buy canting with different size of spot.
My name is Muhammad Faid bin Yusof. I will discuss about result of sustainability. The result of sustainability for modern canting batik we got from SolidWorks. We have 4, which is assembly process, use, transportation, and end of life. Next is environmental effect. We have 4 components: carbon, water, and energy. For the life cycle analysis, source of material. Brass is the material that can be renewable with several types of method as remanufactured or recycled with heating process. Second, brass is made from mixture of copper and zinc that using high temperature to melt and mix both of the material. Wood is a natural material that can apart without any method in use. For the manufacture, it's using drilling machine to make the hole of pot racks and bit of the product. The drilling process of the pipe will produce waste, but it's not hazardous waste, so it can be reused with another process. Product use: using electric energy to produce the heat of heating mechanism. Product disposal: the part that using brass material can be reused through remanufacture or recycle waste. Lastly, the earth will naturally absorb the wood material for handle if it not be reused. Lastly is conclusion. The modern batik canting replaced the conventional canting batik in making batik canting. The product offering a safe and effective way to heat paraffin, crayon, beeswax and soy wax. The modern batik canting is versatile to be used by a manpower in which the pipe spot can be replaced according its design. Product very useful for batik industry. The modern batik canting is suitable for beginner to learn canting. The product can be sold in market. As a customer should not feel waste while purchasing canting because the price is affordable. Lastly, the most important, overall, the three objectives in this project have been achieved.